So I know your passion is deep in community and children and education and all the things that kind of come with this, especially as we're looking at this new world, which is a nice way of putting it in the moment. But it's like, what really drove you to want to see that change, especially for kids and having that vision for what they can do successfully with their own money?
Yeah, my father, my father is he instilled like I was raised. My father always said this statement when I was being raised. He said, "Change the world, son. Don't let the world change you." And he said that over and over. Every time I did some crazy stuff in school, he'd give me like a 2-hour lecture. But at the end, he always say, "Change the world, son, and don't let the world change you." And I remember at young, I just, I heard it, but I didn't really hear it. And then as I was matriculating through school and as I was coming of age, I start to realize, like, you know, you have to know yourself in this world. And he always said this. He said, "You may not feel that you are at war, but you are in a war. And there's a war of there's an economic war. There's a technological war, right? There's a political war. These just different things is being fought over. And my impact came from, man, everybody should feel like a somebody. You know what I mean? Everybody should feel like a somebody. And education for me is the pathway to a better world. Education to me is pathway to a better future. And
Amen. I feel like some stuff should just be coming down after that statement. It's just, but it's so real. It's so like heartfelt in this moment.
it is,
Yeah.
and the lack thereof, you see what happens, right? You see
Mhm.
what happens to communities. You see what happened to societies. You see what's going to happen to states. You're going to see so much because the lack thereof of education and humane oriented leadership. So I like to believe that I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm somebody that understands that high impact doesn't mean that you are the poor saint, you know what I mean? But you could also have a business that make impact, and those two things can go together. So that's really what drove me. Like, my father was somebody who was in education for 34 years, and I seen him give everything. And this world will take everything if you allow it to. And I think that's where my drive comes from, is showing other entrepreneurs that